Good morning to everybody. Well, me and the Cheetah, we were pretty excited because not only was it Wild Eye Wednesday, and this is an exclusive review to the channel, which means it's going to be here at the channel, not going to be put into the blog. So I thought we start off with something like that. I have Cheetah will view number one, I guess you could say, would be a Wild Eye movie. So we decided which movie should we watch. And I said, hey, what about the other one that Rob and the boys sent us? We already reviewed The Creature from Cannibal Creek. So why don't we go into another subgenre that we've never done before, and we do a Scarecrow movie. So we did a fist bump and a paw bump, and we said, let's do that. So we grabbed our Scarecrow movie, American Scarecrow. So this is the movie that was released this year. And that's really all I can tell you about it. Um, there's no International Movie Database page for it. The cast, I'll be honest with you, I tried to type in a few of their names, and this movie's not listed for them. And some of these names are just plain out and out fake names. They're not real names. They're made up names, like Raider Rotten, whatever that is. So it makes it a little hard to actually talk about the cast, which is a real shame because the cast was actually really the best part about the movie. Um, the plot is simple. A group of friends a couple who they have a building company, construction company, and one of their investors has left them in a hole for over $70,000 worth in debt. Um, they go to the bank and they try to plead their case, but the bank's saying there's nothing they can do. They owe $70,000, and they're screwed. But it seems like there's the Dean house out in town that the bank would like to have rehab so they could sell it. So it's a paycheck. So they grab their three groups of friends. They have a group of three workers. Um, and they head on out to the Dean place to start rehabbing the place. While they're at the bank um, negotiating this, we cut away to see a hunter drive down the road, stop, park his truck, grab his rifle, go out into the cornfields, and I don't know what he was doing out there. I don't know what he was looking for or whatnot, but he went from being the hunted to the hunter to the hunted in a heartbeat, and then he was stalked and killed, um, but not what you expect. Um, you're expecting to see a scarecrow. Okay, well, we didn't see a scarecrow, but this is this is just one segment. Maybe there'll be a scarecrow later on in the movie. Uh, the crew gets to the house, and there's some spooky things going on. There's some noises and whatnot, and one of the wife Abby of Drew, who owned the company, she finds a book about the Dean house and finds out that the family had a disturbed past, and that the mom and dad may have been killed by the older son. Um, they eventually find out that the youngest daughter, the youngest of the children, the daughter, is still living in the house, and the house is being guarded by a brother who is a mute, uh, but he's not a scarecrow. He's a slasher. So there's no scarecrow in the movie. Basically, really what I'm saying. Um, so they have to fight him off and try to help this girl and come out of it with in one piece. Um, okay, so the pros of this movie was definitely the cast. They tried. They're not professional actors. I mean, they're not very good. Um, I really liked the chemistry though. I thought the chemistry was really strong. In fact, In fact, the director, credited as Steve Lovegarten, he actually had to muddy up the water toward the end of the movie to make these guys a little unlikable because you really you like everybody. Everybody comes in there is pretty nice guys. A spunky gal, you know, two of the workers are like sort of like American pickers. They're looking for stuff to sell. They're all nice people. They're all likable. You don't want to see any of them get hurt. Well, that doesn't make very much fun for a movie. So the director decided to muddy up the waters a little bit and turn one of them into a bit of an asshole. So when he gets chopped up, you're not really like, oh, that's screwed up. Um, yeah, I guess the cons of the movie definitely is right off the bat is there's no Scarecrow. Um, he's just a guy dressed up in a sack. He has a sack head, but he's not a scarecrow. He's not supernatural. He's not he's just a person. And now while he doesn't talk, um, but he's not impervious. In fact, yeah, there's nothing really there's nothing special about him. Um, the kills are they're pretty subpar. Um, One sort of played for laughs. One character gets his hand chopped off, and I mean he's running around like for 20 minutes, like holding up the stump, like nothing's happening, and he's chewing oxycontin. So there's some humor into the movie. Um, that was fun, he meets his demise, and it's like, it's low budget, um, all the way through. Um, Now, the runtime is 70 minutes, which is really it seemed a little slow. Um, 70 minutes, and they really didn't start kicking up the jams until about 18 minutes left of the movie. So, other than two quick kills in the beginning of the movie, nothing happens till almost to the end, and then it seems really rushed. Uh, there's no build up or suspense. It just happens. It's like they look at the clock and it's like, oh, dudes, we got 18 minutes to end this movie, so let's get in line and get killed. So that was a bit of a bummer. The pacing was really bad. The score was fun. It definitely borrowed from Full Moon. Um, Total 80 cents music score, um, which is okay. Um, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Um, all in all, not a really memorable movie. I mean, it's not out and out the worst thing I've seen from Wild Eye, but especially after seeing The Creature from Cannibal Creek, I had higher expectations for this movie, and so I was a little disappointed that it didn't turn out very good. So me and the Cheetah, we're giving this one to thumb down. We just didn't like it enough. The chemistry of the cast is good, but couldn't overcome the rest of it. There's no development of the girl. There's no development of the creature, or the brother. There's none of that. It's just, and the ending is really weird. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Um, Special features, you ask? Why there's none. Um, there's trailer. There's four trailers, and including trailers for Rage of the Mummy, which I hear from Hobbs Horror is quite spectacular, and a movie that we thought that we were getting, which is Ouija Mummy, but we have not gotten it. So we might have escaped that one. Uh, but otherwise, that pretty generic. Like I said, it's not the worst we've seen, but we expected a lot more from it. So our first foray into the Scarecrow genre is flat, and but we still got another Scarecrow movie left, and we'll be talking about that sometime soon. So that's it. So if you like this review, and you can leave a comment. Um, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button. and then you can hit the bell, and then that way it'll notify you next time we do a Scarecrow review. And we promise you we will have a Scarecrow in the next movie. I promise. So until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for leaving a comment, and we'll see you on the flippity flip. And until then, or we'll see you Sunday at the midnight hour, starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, peace.